All right, ow, that hurts that shoulder. All right, we're back out in the shop. It's another day back in the shop, still working on the Bronco. Back working on the rear end some more. And as you can see, I've got the differential in. It's set up, it's pretty good. It's not perfect. My pinion preload's a little tight, but I didn't want to take it back out and have to go get a new crush sleeve for this axle. So it's a few inch-pounds tighter, but that's fine. Unfortunately, I messed up one of the brand new pinion bearings. So I have one old, one new. Hopefully those are gonna be okay. Like this Bronco doesn't go fast very often, so hopefully that'll be a non-issue. Got a pretty decent pattern. Backlash is pretty good. Nothing, again, like I said, nothing's perfect, but I'm pretty happy with everything I've got. You can see that pattern. Not too bad. I think my pinion might be a little far away, but I think it'll be okay. You can see I got my airline for my ARB plumbed up through here. Now all I gotta do is do this side of the plumbing. Pretty straightforward. But now I'm gonna get it off the table. I'm gonna try to clean it up a little bit and throw some paint on it, because hopefully this next time I put it back in the Bronco will be the last time it has to come out completely and go on the table. So we're gonna get some cleaning done and a little bit of painting, and then we'll be back with the plan to try to figure out our rear shock mounts. All right, well, we've had to change some plans. I said I wanted to run both my old shocks and my new ones. Problem with that is my new coilovers are 2 inches longer than my old just emulsion shocks. Apparently, I thought I had 14-inch stroke shocks in the back, and that's why I ordered 14-inch coilovers. I guess I had 12-inch shocks. And I don't want to run those because that's a significant difference. That would make the shock the limiting factor here. And, you know, obviously we're trying to get as much travel as we can. So we're just going to run the coilovers in here. So another change, you saw me go ahead and mount these. I did take them off and cut the back of this off a little bit, about an inch. That allowed me to move this back an inch. And the reason being is because I needed more clearance here. Right now the shock is pretty straight up and down, and there should be plenty of clearance there for a coilover. If this will move up and down, the coil is about the same diameter as this piece, so there really shouldn't be any reason for the coil to be hitting here. Fortunately, this kind of made my upper mount a little bit easier for me. Not that I was going for the easiest way to do things, I'm just running out of time here. I think I've got maybe 4 weeks till United by Bronco, and I need to order coils, and so that's why I'm kind of rushing a little bit here. So the plan is, you can see the top part of that shock. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a tube from here all the way to that side. It'll go right over top of these. And then I'll have tabs come down to mount this. I'll probably end up doing some additional bracing to come up, probably run a tube from here up as well. That way there's plenty of strength there. I don't really want to go from above. Normally you want to have some sort of strengthening coming from above the shock up into the cage. I'm hoping if I tie it down to the bottom part of the chassis, it'll be strong enough. It kind of messes up some future plans I had for back here, but those are kind of secondary right now anyway. So that's going to make getting these shock mounts straightened out or sorted out relatively easy. So I'm going to go ahead and find some tubing, figure out what length I need, get it notched, get it stuck in there, I can get the paint cleaned off, and then we'll start building some more mounts. started recording. All right, we got one shock in, and we got two shocks in. And if you look, that tube looks a little bent, and there's quite a bit of pressure on it right now. What I've done is I went ahead and put an older set of coils in here. These are actually not the right size anyway, but they are serving a purpose right now. This is going to help me figure out what rates I do need for back here. And so it's pretty simple. If you don't have a way, well, it's not simple if you don't have one of these two ways. So you need to figure out what my sprung weight is. I'll probably add a little bit because I don't have anything in the back of the rig right now, but I don't have scales or anything like that, so I can't really figure out the corners. But if I have a known rate coil spring, what I can do is measure how far that coil's been compressed. And since I know that it's a 175 pound 14-inch spring, for every inch it's compressed, I know I've put in 175 pounds. So I just do some simple math that I kind of figure out the rate and then divide it by 2, and that gives me my both sides. So let's see, if I take my inches compressed multiplied by 175, I think that's what I need to figure out my coil rates. So like I said, these are serving a purpose, and hopefully they'll help me get a lot closer to getting this thing done, because I do need to order the coils, and like I said, we're about 4 weeks out from the event, so I need to get them coming. So again, like I said, we got a 14-inch coil. It was 14, now it's, we'll call it 10, because it's not sitting quite right in the buckets, but we'll call it a 10-inch. So we've compressed that 14-inch coil 4 inches at 175 pounds. So 107 pound rate means it takes 175 pounds to compress it 1 inch, since these are not a linear, or they are a linear rate spring, not a progressive rate spring. That's the one. So I can multiply that 175 by 4 and then divide that by 2, which I really don't need to do because that tells me what my rate is on each side. I guess I do need to do that. I'll probably add like 100 pounds, and then that'll tell me what my rates are. And since these are going to be a dual rate spring, I'll have to split that a little bit between the two springs, so I can figure out what coil rates I need to order. Anyway, a lot of progress made today, or these last couple of days over this video. Got the rear end is built, or mostly built. The differential's done. I still got to put axles in. I got to plumb everything, air lines, brake lines, but that's about it on those. Got a little bit of tube work to do, I think. I've obviously got quite a bit of work left to do on that shock bar, because it is bent right now. But like I said, I do plan to add some more tubes between here, down here, and here. I don't know if I'll have them go straight up and down or at an angle or what I'll do. And then I'm probably going to end up running some plate or something that's going to tie this over down into here as well, just to add that much more strength into it. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this episode of Fabrication 101. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you come back next time, see what this thing looks like when it's finished. Hopefully sitting on its own and not on stands anymore. But I still got quite a bit of work to do before United by Bronco, and so we'll be back at it next time on Fabrication 101. Make sure you come back. Thanks again for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Give me some comments what you think so far. And again, we'll see you next time on Fabrication 101. In the meantime, do yourself a favor, do me a favor, and go build something.